everybody. I hope you're doing well. In this video, I want to give you guys some tips and pointers to give you a good idea on whether or not you are becoming more awareness and less of the ego or the separate self. And even though the words I use to even describe that aren't correct, because we can't become more awareness. You see, you already are that. So in actuality, we're not becoming awareness. We're unbecoming everything that we think that we are. So typically, we believe that we are a body and a mind. And then behind that belief, we feel like we are a body and a mind. So first it's a belief, then it's a feeling. But as we practice self-inquiry and self-abidance, and we learn that we are this awareness, then we begin to abide knowingly as that. And as we begin to do so, there is a shift. And it does feel like we are making this metamorphosis from the character in the movie, the person, to pure awareness. Now, some of these signs, at least one of them, would be experiencing more beauty. Now, typically we think of beauty as objective. We designate beauty to one object, one person, a place, and we say, that's beautiful. But beauty is not objective. Everything is beautiful. True beauty is the dissolution between us, awareness, and everything in our experience. When we stop designating beauty to just one thing and stop looking at others or otherness as separate from ourselves, then this sense of beauty becomes more profound. And everywhere we look and everywhere we go, no matter what it is that we're looking at, we experience beauty. Now, another sign that we are becoming more awareness and less mind or ego would be the experience of love or peace and equanimity. So usually at the beginning of this path, at the beginning of our search, there's a lot of agitation within the mind. And this agitation veils the peace and happiness and equanimity of our true identity. But as we begin to take the mind back to its source and remove all of these thoughts, beliefs, and ideas about ourselves and feelings, then that peace, that happiness starts to shine more brightly in the foreground of our experience. So we have less agitation, less anxiety, less depression, and more peace and happiness. And this isn't always an exuberant type of happiness. It can be, a lot of the times it does, but I don't want to give the wrong impression like you're going to be smiling from the time you wake up till the time you go to sleep. It's more of like an absence of agitation. So it can be seen as like a quiet joy or a silent peace, silent happiness. And when we become less agitated with ourselves, we can then share that inherent peace and happiness that's within ourselves with everybody else. And in fact, it automatically will spread like a fire. So just by you recognizing yourself, you're helping other people just by being yourself. And that's an amazing aspect of this journey. You don't need to change anybody. You just change yourself. Another sign that we are stepping into more of our true identity would be the experience of intelligence. We typically think that intelligence is from acquiring worldly objective knowledge. If I go read this, or if I listen to this person speak, and yes, that knowledge is extremely helpful. I'm not downplaying objective knowledge. It serves a huge purpose. But in true intelligence, true understanding doesn't come from the mind. It comes from awareness. Because for you to even acquire knowledge, you first have to be aware. So how aware are you being of your experience? How much are you giving your attention to certain things? And that right there, in return, is when we are becoming more aware, we become more intelligent. We are able to inform our experience, our situations, and our interactions with intelligence, with love. And intelligence is love. So all three of these things, beauty, love, and intelligence, and experiencing more peace and happiness, these are all signs that we are becoming more awareness and less mind. I hope these tips were helpful. As always, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one via the direct path, reach out to me on Instagram, here on YouTube. And yeah, let's talk about how I can help you on your journey if you're experiencing any blockages, confusions, or if you're simply interested in starting self-inquiry. As always, looking forward to speaking with you. And remember to keep your heart open and stay present. I'll see you in the next one.